Hey, listen, I'm excited. I've been interviewing all day. Amazing trailblazers who lead. Amazing trailblazers who lead. Want to definitely give a shout out to Kern Cherry for allowing so many amazing women to come through this show to talk about how they're leading, how they're leveling up, how they're powering up, how they're doing what they do. And so it's an honor to be a guest. It's an honor to be one of the trailblazers with Kern Cherry. It's an honor to bring in these amazing women. This lady who I'm bringing in now, she came on my show before, and good person, good vibes, positive energy. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on, let you see who I'm talking about. Hey there. She's like, hey, I'm gonna need you to unmute yourself.
Yes. Hi, guys.
To have you back on the show again. You always come with some good energy. So,
Awesome.
And I love it. Come on, blunt cut.
I am, yes. I'm trying to, keep it right and tight.
You right for that husband of yours. Yes, ma'am. Do it.
Yes. How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Right. It's so good to see you too. I be seeing you on Facebook. I be like, hey, look at my friend. You guys are always doing some powerful things over there. So I'm always always happy to see the things that you're putting out. So this is good.
Awesome.
So tell me who you are and where you're from and what you do.
Yeah, so I am Dr. Nephetina Serrano, the marriage CEO and your relationship expert. Yes, I am a woman, I'm a wife, I'm an evangelist. I wear so many different hats. I'm an author. I am now in this season, I am a publisher. Loving this publishing. I feel like I finally just kind of like arrived in what I really love doing. And I love writing. The rest of my family, they can sing and preach and, all that stuff. I mean, I could get a word now. Don't get me wrong. But, when you've found what you are purposed to do. And so, I love that. I work alongside my husband. We have several different things. Covenant Rescue 911. It's a 24-hour hotline for couples and families in crisis. That is one of our primary things that we do. Of course, we work in business and in life together, and we also minister together as we travel around the globe and just give God glory. And just loving this season right now, even though, things are still a little crazy, but just giving God thanks and giving him glory for what he's allowed me to come and do in this world. So I really, when you talk about me, oh my goodness, I just recently received some amazing awards in the last season. One was the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh my gosh. I cannot even believe it. I'm still in awe just over that. And you know what? The wonderful thing is I got to receive one of those alongside my husband. We both got called and were nominated to receive that. We've been working in couples, marriages, and ministry for over 25 years. And so to see that finally get some recognition, for what we stand for what we do, we believe that marriage is a covenant and God instituted it. And we believe all those good things. We know that he was the institutor of marriage, and you can have good success within your marriage. Okay. So I thank him for that opportunity. But one of the things that we count ourselves as midwives, we walk alongside you in this journey called life. And so we're the ones when couples, when they like, I'm done, they call us. Okay. They call us when they say, that I'm done. Yeah. Then they call in the marriage CEOs. They're calling us, Covenant Rescue 911. And so in our next, what we're looking to do is just bring forth some wonderful things for couples and families. And we're going to be doing some touring this year because along with this beautiful book that Karen has us in, I also did an anthology recently, Rise Up, Women Who Lead, Building Legacy. Honey, and these women, these game changers and trailblazers, they came with it. And so we were winded up 7 times bestseller and 3 times best new release. And we will be touring. We're doing a 7 location destination tour this year, and it will begin in Dubai and end in the UK. So we're super excited.
And I'm also looking, of course, I'm always on your page. So I looked at and saw you being honored on February 24th for a nominee for Best Anthology and Entrepreneur of the Year from Courageous Magazine. That's a big deal.
Yes, that is a big deal. I am, just thankful. I am grateful in this season. I'm humbled, but I'm also proud and excited, not proud in the sense of, pompous, but just, learning to embrace and celebrate myself. It's all right to celebrate you. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait for somebody else to pat you on the back. You can reach your hand behind here and give yourself a little pat and appreciate what you have done in this world. Just like you're doing big things, honey. You're doing a BIG. And so I'm like, man, this sister right here, man. So I'm a firm
channel sometimes. So I'll be laughing at you when you make your I'm coming. I'm like, child, you coming. You're talking about Dubai. Child,
yes.
Come on with it. Listen,
yeah, so
it's all about fixing crime, loving on each other, celebrating.
Celebrate.
Oh my God. Doc is in, baby. She's in here.
I am just grateful in this season. We'll be in Dubai along with the UAE. We're going with Princess Dr. Maradian Agulana, who oversees the African Women Health Project International. And I have a chapter here in Philadelphia, tri-state and global chapter. But this is going to be something super, super special. They've called us all the way there. And so some of the women from the book will have an opportunity to speak on the stage and come before the people at this First Ladies Forum on economic development and health and wellness in Dubai. And we're super excited to be able to join them and participate in that. And also we get to launch and do our book signing for Rise Up, but we also get to do some amazing things while we're there. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on, honey.
You got my attorney in here. I see Tony Moore here.
Tony Moore. Yes, she is.
My girl.
Listen, great people we gotta link up with great people. It's really important. And we have to support one another. So Tony is making the rounds and getting the thing done and supporting businesses and helping people to level up and boss up. She's the boss queen too. So
listen, you can't tell her nothing different, baby. She knows she's the boss. So how does the President Award work? Who gave you the President Award?
So various organizations can nominate you for that award and can present it through their organization. And so that's how it happened to me. The very first one that I received was through Girls with Pearls. And that is an organization that Miss Kamika Lynette, honey, she is running that organization. She's teaching our young ladies how to be young ladies, how to live their dreams, how to have dreams and walk in it. And she's doing such an amazing job. And they honored me in the mid last quarter of last year, and that was the very first lifetime President's Award that I received. It was a silver. For the work that I've done. But when you get that lifetime, now that means you done put in some work. You put in some hours, okay? You don't get the lifetime by just showing up a day or two. No, you put the work in year after year after year, and someone acknowledges that through their organization. They're able to go and promote you for that.
This was in New York, correct?
We did that in New York, yes, through Ruth Sisters Fellowship and Dr. Ada. She's a wonderful person. She has Ruth Sisters Fellowship, and yes, so I received that through her and another organization. I can't think of the name right now, but a very, very nice gentleman. and just have been working with them together too. So I work on some things, you know.
And you was with my old client, Dr. Bynum. I used to be her publicist.
Really? Come on now. See how it's coming full circle? See that? Yes, yes.
She called me her twin. I get it all the time.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, she was in the house. Listen, there were dignitaries, there were world UN ambassadors, there were presidents of companies and organizations, there were celebrities there. People flew in a pandemic from Florida, from New York, from they were there from the UK. They were from all over. It was over 300 people in attendance at that event. So I'm gonna tell you, for Doctors Richard and Nephetina Serrano to be in the house, I was like, what?
I love the combination of you and your husband, how y'all come together. I love Dr. Richard. I love the way you guys connect together. So I'm excited for all the things that y'all got going on, the marriage, everything that you're doing. I'm so excited about it. That's why when you say you're gonna be on my show, I was like, "Oh God, coming back to the show." I love the energy that you bring. You making women boss up, level up.
Oh, wow.
Let's get it. So you trailblazing, and I'm in here with you, like, oh my gosh,
hey.
Mama, baby, Fox and Mama.
Listen, I am just I'm excited, because we gotta be excited. You know, it doesn't matter what's going on. I'm a woman that's been up from 4:00 in the morning, gotta be to work at 6, and now here I am sitting with you. But guess what? The world don't have to know that. And the word says lay aside weights. So you carrying stuff that's too heavy and wearing you down, and you get you got to get that solemn continence. No, lift yourself up. He said, be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors. So we got to do that. We got to be able to encourage ourselves sometimes. It gets rough. Don't think your girl don't have those days. I have some mountain highs, and then I have some valley lows. But I have learned how to pick myself up and keep it moving.
Come on with it. Wow. Wow. Come on now.
It gets rough, but we have to keep going.
But what I love about you, every time you come on my show, you give us that transparency. You let people know that, guess what? Some days I'm good and some days I'm bad. But guess what? I'm here. I'm doing what I have to do to keep the momentum up. I'm striving to be better every day. We all are striving to be better. So I love your energy every time. And you always want to come on my show. And I was just so excited. I said, oh, I'm going to talk about, I already knew what I was going to talk about. So I'm talking about this lifetime. You have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. And so I want people to understand who you are, because if they understand who you are, they'll understand the mantle that you have on your life. Listen, you're global. You're a global entity in the world, and you bring light to darkness, and that's what it's all about.
Wow. Thank you. Don't make me be tearing up over here, girl. Listen, they know I'll do it, okay? Jeremiah wasn't weeping. Listen, he must have had my name right next to his.
Wow. Well, you always welcome to come back on here. So anything else, if you do, when you do another anthology, which we know you will, just inbox me and say, Dr. Nikki, I want my girls to come on your show. And you're always welcome to come on my show. Anytime.
Absolutely. Well, of course, we're going to do a number 2, because when we started that book, the presence of the Lord was like high. It was like 33 women. We got 33 women, but we had 3 or 4 women still waiting in the balance. And so they were like, well, when you're ready to do the next one, please call me. So I'm writing names down. So we already got them lined up. But we ready to get something going for our men. We're going to start off with our men, and then we're going to come back in the mid-fall, in the mid-year, and do another one for our women. So I hope you'll be in that one. I'll be reaching out. Yes, but we work together, my husband and I. And we make sure that we are showing up. I mean, even after I'm done with this, we're going to meet with clients, and we got to sit and go through that. Times are challenging for families and relationships, not just marriages, but I'm talking about moms and daughters, fathers and sons. There's a cross-generational relational issues right here at hand. And as we can see with all the stuff from CNN and all that, we know there is something going on. And it's not all, explainable. And when it's not explainable, we know who is in the midst.
We know
We
what's up.
know. It's like, I see you. You think you hiding, but I see you. So, so we're just going to continue to do that. Our biggest thing that we want to do coming, Dr. Nikki, is a 72-hour overnight stay urgent care facility for a couple or family in crisis.
Whew.
And that is the mantle that God has placed upon us. That's the mandate that He has told us, something we've been working on. And so in this season, everything that we do, we'll be putting something back into that, because we believe that, what God has called us to do is greater than us. It's going to take a big, big team to pull this thing together. And I know there's somebody out there that believes in the institution of marriage, that believes in love. There is somebody out there that's saying, where can I sow my ducats? Where can I put my money? Well, we're right here, Covenant Rescue 911, because we want to do it on our own. We want to be able to get this facility because we're going to partner with other, organizations and consultants and teams, so that we don't have to be mandated by the state. We don't want to be owned by them. We want to own, so that we can do the things that we know we've been called to do: holistic medicine and teaching people how to have health. Right? Because in the midst of your wealth, if you don't have health, then what good is it?
Oh my God, this is good.
So we're trying to, do that. And then my husband has his new business, family business that was passed down to him, Coquito. Yes. Listen, 3 flavors, honey. Well, he got 4 flavors now. He got strawberry, chocolate, original, and pistachio.
I'm gonna have to try that. Wait a minute.
We're gonna have to ship it on over to you.
Yes, I like try stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do. So, and you in Philadelphia, correct?
We are in Philadelphia, city of brotherly love and sisterly affection.
Come on now. We appreciate you for stopping through to the convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Like I said before, you're welcome to come anytime. I'm here, you here, we here together. Let's do it.
Let's do this. We'll be starting our new series, Rise Up. That is what's on the plate for next. So Rise Up, we did it last year during the thick of the pandemic, and we go from April to November. And so we're about to start up. And so what we'll do is we'll reach out to you so we can have you on the show and talk about some things. You've come from some places, honey, and people look at you. She's so cute with a cute smile, and she be doing the thing. I love your wardrobe. I be like, ooh, what she got on today? Ooh, look at her.
I did simple today. I got a new photo shoot that's coming out tomorrow, so I'm about to hit them right in their face.
Oh, come on, bam, yes. Here you go, honey.
I can't talk about branding if I'm not branded. That don't make no sense. I can't tell you, I know how to brand you. I've been a branding for 20 years. I can't do branding and PR. And I don't look like that don't make no sense to me.
You're gonna hit them like the TikTok. You're gonna be like, boom, new outfit, boom, hey, what?
Come on here, Doc. Come on.
We always have a good time. That's why I love coming on your show, because I know I can be myself. I can laugh. I'm gonna always be myself no matter what. But it's just nice to be able. He said laughter is like medicine, and so I thank God to have someone that I can laugh with. Is not always so serious.
I'm gonna call you because I do need. We have this marriage. I got an event called the marriage. We just did it this past weekend, so I'm gonna call you for next year. We got 20 couples coming to Gatlinburg, Tennessee next year. So I'm gonna see you and your husband to come down and pour into us.
Come on now, we'll be right there.
I know.
When you call, I'm gonna answer. Don't you worry.
I'm calling your phone. Let's get this book. Let's get your praise so we can get y'all to come in and pour into us. We need this. Listen, marriage is it's on the low. People are divorcing for stupid reasons. I mean, I told my girl, I said, well, did he cheat on you? Well, do he pay bills?
No. People just got bored. People just getting bored. They're getting bored because they're not allowing vision to come forth. And that's why we got to talk about vision. We got to talk about legacy. People think legacy is only about what you bring to the table. No, it's about who you are. How are you showing up? How are you impacting? And who are you impacting? And so people want to live in relationship, but they don't understand there was a me before a we. And so because there was a me before a we, when I get into this thing called relationship and then I forget who I am, and I forget what I was created to do, and we lose ourselves. So we can't, you need to understand that you still are an individual. You're coming together to become to, that's why it's called a help meet. So when you come together, you're building each other up. And people get lost in the relationship. And now with the pandemic, it's allowing people to see who they really are. And it's like, oh, I don't think I like you.
I mean, when I asked her, I said, so why y'all? She said, I just don't want to be with him no more. He didn't cheat. He paid all the bills. He's a church man.
Sometimes things are just too good. An idle mind is a double workshop. And so when you sitting there, he doing it all, it sounds like. And so what are you doing? How are you showing up?
Man, if he's being a provider, he's not cheating. He's a godly man. He take you and your kids to church. And you telling me that you want a divorce because of what?
There's something going on, honey. There's more to the story.
It's always
we gotta trace, erase, and replace.
Baby, I don't hold a bar for nobody. I told her, I said, you doing something you ain't got no business doing, and that's what it is. Yeah. You done got more you fishing in somebody else's fence over there. And God gonna expose it. But I have no filter when it comes down to doing things the right way. You gotta do things the right way. That's cheating on you. He's a provider. He taking care of you and your children. He's taking you to church, and you're not happy.
Yeah, that's something more. There's more going on, honey. We're gonna have to dig a little deeper. We're gonna have to take take that shovel, honey. We got to get under the dirt, okay? That's called some beneath the surface work right there. That ain't on the surface. We got to go beneath the surface in order to bring that stuff up.
I can't with you right now.
People be trying to keep it here. You better shake that thing up. You need all that follow stuff to raise up to the top so we can see what we're working with.
Tell the truth. Shame them.
We got to do it. And then we got to help people get clear. One of my coaching sessions that I have is getting clear on a woman or the man in the mirror. So we teach our couples, it's like, okay, well, you're saying all this about her, but have you checked in your mirror lately? Have you checked yourself lately? We got to do self-inventory. We always want to be pointing the finger at somebody else when there's four more pointing right back at us.
Quickly. My God. Well, I appreciate you for coming through.
Listen, I want to get Karen a shout now. I got to tell at least a little bit about what my book is about.
We talked about it, but you get me in trouble.
Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for this opportunity and your amazing project. Anything you do is amazing. God has just anointed you to bless. Yes, to be blessed and to bless others. So my chapter in the book is named Tragedy, Transform, Trials, Emblazoned. Yes. And so I talk a little bit I go back into a little bit of my pandemic story where I'm talking about my youngest brother who passed away, and many know that he was like a son to my husband and I. And it's been the most devastating thing. Still can't even talk about it without choking up. But I want to read just a little excerpt. It says, as I began to ponder more on the revelation God was imparting to me, that still small voice spoke yet again. My people, rise up. Together we win. Okay, I responded, shaken, but my heart of obedience was not. Yes, Lord, I hear you. I begin to visualize speaking to masses of people and sharing this word that the Lord has given me for them. The more I prayed, the more the tears flowed, and God continued to speak to me. True trailblazers are those who rise up and respond to God's call on their life in spite of the heavy and pressing circumstances seemingly closing them in. And like the Apostle Paul said to the Corinthian church, we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. When tragedy arises, true trailblazers rise up to the voice of God, and it is He who empowers them to press on and serve as His hands and feet in this earth. So listen, tragedy transformed, trials blazoned. God allowed me to rise up and go forth and do what He's called me to do. So I'm so glad to be able to share my story in the book. It is a really good story. My husband and I read it, and it brought both of us to tears.
Oh,
But at the end of the day, when we were all said and done with the chapter, we were encouraged. We were uplifted. We were like, wow, we can't give up. Why? Because somebody's waiting on us. We can't towel. Why? Because there's someone that's waiting on us. We haven't gotten everywhere that God wants us to go. He said to the four corners of the earth. Well, we ain't reached there yet. By social media, we're getting some things done. Yes, we are. But at the same time, there's still places for us to go, and there's people that are waiting on you. So if you have a story, you need to tell the story. Share it as God leads you, because it is important, because somebody's waiting to hear your story. And it doesn't matter. I've been in over 15 books right now. And I can tell you this, I still haven't even touched the surface on my story.
oh my God. Well, guess what? We're gonna touch these stories. We're gonna touch the ground. We're gonna touch everything, because we're gonna leave this world empty.
Yes.
We leaving this world empty. I do everything God has for me. I don't want to do no more, no less. Exactly what He strategically had for my life. I want to do it.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you, Lord God. Thank you so much for showing up and being here, pouring into people like us who need to pour into, holding on to your dear marriage. Listen, 25 years, right? How long y'all been married?
32 years, 33 this year.
33 this year. Wow.
33 this
That's
year. Hello, Miss Yolanda.
Yolanda's so long, Lord. I ain't talked to her, and I ain't gonna say forever. I'm gonna say ever. I think last time I talked to her was in. Good to see you, Queen. We
Yes,
up in this
her
thing.
beautiful self.
And she always beautiful every time, and plays no games about it. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much. On the other interview, Felicia's next. I will talk to you soon. Call me if you need me, sis.
I sure will. God bless you in all your endeavors. May He multiply. May you receive manifold blessings that is running over, and your cup never empty.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus'
And likewise.
name. Take
Wow.
care. Mwah.